interviews for veterans who had served in the Vietnam War as one of our school projects. We get to do, we get to make this whole board, and I'm decided on doing a documentary on the Vietnam War and the veterans who served there. It's for legacies of the U.S., for people and events that had happened. We get to go to regional competitions, state competitions, and if we do, which I'm hoping to, go to nationals in Washington, D.C.
That's a very honorable cause.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead and sit down.
Yeah.
Right there.
Have a seat, and she's gonna just lead you through that.
Okay. So, don't worry about like when she starts recording. We'll edit out a lot of stuff.
Okay, well, just don't make me look like a fool. Okay?
No, my brother's good at that. We all act like fools on this. Okay.
So
No,
it's my
go ahead,
first time
start with.
interviewing.
Do you want to start with your thing?
And your name again was
My name is Abby Bridges, sir.
Abby
Bridges.
Bridges? Abby Bridges?
Yes,
Jim,
sir.
do you know Jim and Kitty Bridges?
Oh, I'm Steve Crow. You knew that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's start with your first part.
First, just state your name and what rank you were and
See-
what division you were in.
Steve Crow. I was 69-70 in Vietnam. I was in E4 when discharged.
What years had you served?
69-70.
Do you know where you were mostly stationed?
My area of operation was the central highlands of Vietnam, which covered almost 500 miles north and south in Vietnam, from Da Nang to Phan Rang, Vietnam.
What did you think of the Vietnam War before and after you had gone?
I was scared as hell before I went. Once I got there, I was going to make my daddy, a World War II vet, proud and do everything I could to make a difference.
How do you think the Vietnam War had changed America?
After burying guys that you played football with when you was going to high school, you really didn't give a shit before you went, because you knew the next thing after your diploma was your draft notes, and you knew where you was going to go.
So you were drafted.
Oh yes, I was a draftee.
Do you have any stories you would like to tell?
No.
Well,
Is there one thing that you think of that sticks with you that makes you think, it could be something little or big, of the war?
The biggest thing that probably burns my ass the most is I was in a little company, the 585th Combat Engineer Company, that you cannot find no files on in the archives because we didn't exist. Our trips into Cambodia, even though we didn't go into Cambodia, according to the Army, that's one thing that still I have problems with.
it's quite interesting.
And the 585th Engineer Company, Combat DT Company, we was there. We did it. We can't find guys yet that was KIA. And it was most Vietnam veterans have these same stories that was in combat. The buddies, they don't exist. They disappeared somewhere in the paperwork. They talk about the fires and the records, and it was an organized cover-up, especially of the little companies like I was in, that was specialty companies. We didn't exist. The big companies, the big battalions, they all exist. I was attached to 5 different battalions in 1 year in Vietnam, and there was no records of my company.
It's quite odd.
No, it's quite realistic
Yeah.
if you know the military. they make the records right.
Thank you
Thank you so much.
very, very much
Very much.
for your
I'm
help.
I'm really
Actually, got